Hello friends and welcome back to the Holiday Inspiration Series presented by Scrapbook.com. It's Victoria Calvin here with a 12 by 12 layout and an idea for simplifying your holiday scrapbooking. If you're like me, then you probably have tons of holiday stories that you want to tell, and maybe you're short on time. Maybe instead of doing an album or a major project, perhaps you commit to a summary page or a page that just features some of your top 10, maybe it's top 5, top 6, whatever the number may be, favorite things that you enjoy about the holiday season. So I'm going to put this layout together of some of my favorite holiday memories from 2019. Now the great thing about this project is you can keep it to a single page, 12 by 12, 8.5 by 11, whatever size you prefer, or you can extend it to a 2-pager depending on how many stories you want to tell. But the idea is you're going to summarize your favorites into one spread, taking the pressure off of committing to a large holiday project. So let's take a look at some of the goodies I'll be using. I grabbed some items from the Hey Santa collection by Crate Paper. It's one of my favorite collections coming out this season. There are some washi tape as well as die cuts and a sticker pack. There's also some puffy stickers and some coordinating thickers that you can put with this collection. Of course, I'm going to be using this sticker style here in just a moment, as well as some more fantastic stickers. This is a 6 by 12 sticker sheet, in addition to another set of thickers. I think this is called Be Merry or Very Merry, something of that nature. And I'm also going to be using some of the chipboard stickers from the Hey Santa collection as well. And I pulled some thickers from my stash. Links to available products are listed in the description below. So we're going to go ahead and set up the 12 by 12 layout. Again, this can be a 2-pager, it can be an 8.5 by 11, whatever size you desire. Using some pattern paper from this collection, just building out a nice background. So the white paper is trimmed down to 11 by 11, and I'm adding a little bit of washi tape from the collection for added interest. So I'm tucking the ends of the washi tape behind the white paper, which of course you can do that, or you can extend it out and fold it behind the green. It's completely up to you. I also wanted to create a point of interest to the right-hand side of the layout. There's lots of white there at the top of the layout, so I'm going to break that up a little bit and add a little corner using some pattern paper from the 6 by 8 paper pack from this collection, which I'll show you in a second. So here are the photos that I'm using, and ideally what you want to do is you want to pick the photos that best represent either the holiday season that you're celebrating or your top 10, 5, 8, whatever items that are your favorites of the holiday season. Now, as I mentioned before, the title is my top 10, but I accidentally left out one photo, so we're just going to roll with it. Here's the 6 by 8 paper pad that I was telling you about from the Hey Santa collection by Crate Paper. I used some of this paper to back my photos. As I mentioned, I did resize my photos and create a photo strip using an app called PicFrame. It's available for Android and for Apple phones. You can also use a web-based photo editor as well to resize your photos. And the reason why I did that is because I wanted to be able to put a lot of photos on the single page spread. Now, if you're using bigger photos, then you might want to consider the number of photos that you use on your spread, or maybe extend it out to a 2-page spread, whether it's a traditional or maybe adding a pocket page to add more of your photos as you flesh out the story. Now that I have my photos in place, it's time to add the title and the journaling. So for the journaling, I typed it up on my We Are Memory Keepers typecast typewriter, and I just typed up journaling strips. To keep the journaling simple, because I wanted to make this a very simple layout to pull together, I just typed up some short phrases that describe my favorites. So things like decorating the tree, dining out for Christmas dinner, tea at the American Girl store, Cherry the elf, the Nutcracker, visiting the Arboretum, the Gaylord, Texas holiday displays, my Grinch mug, and decking the halls. So when I look back over this, or look at this layout over the years, I know exactly what I'm talking about, and it perfectly summarizes all of my favorites from this particular year. And all of these items are from 2019. All these stories are from 2019. Now you can, of course, flesh out your stories a little bit more by adding more journaling and kind of changing up your design. But if you're looking for something just quick and simple to get to the point, then this is a fabulous, fabulous way to do so. So I went ahead and added my title using the thicker fonts. Now it's time to embellish. I added a sticker there at the top right with a little bit of foam. I'm going to pop that up for added dimension. I also added a nice little puffy bow from the Hey Santa puffy sticker sheet. And I'm also going to add this little bitty candy mint right there in the middle for a bit of whimsy. At the top of the photo, I'm going to add this floral spray. Just going to adhere that right on top of the photo, and to that I want to add a tiny bit more dimension and color. So I'm going to take these little berries, little mistletoe berries, and I'm going to add a bit of foam behind that and pop that right in the middle just to give that piece a little bit more color. Next up is the chipboard piece that I pulled from the chipboard sheet. That's a 12 by 12 chipboard sheet that I showed you earlier. And I'm going to go ahead and position that right at the bottom by the photo of my daughter in a Christmas sleigh. I'm also going to layer in a label that's going to serve as an anchor for some other embellishments here in just a second. And to that label, I added another label that says "So Magical," as well as this little candy cane sticker. And I'll add a couple little more candies there here in just a moment. Now, towards the bottom of the layout, I'm going to create another cluster of this really sweet little card with a Christmas tree on it, which is really adorable. A couple of houses from the sticker sheet as well. I'm just going to layer those in and add a few more finishing details and call this layout done. This is the perfect solution if you are looking for a low-key, simple scrapbook page that summarizes your holiday favorites or your holiday activities. You do not have to commit to a large holiday project in order to document your holiday stories. You can make this as simple as you want to. You can delve in a little bit more in the journaling. You can extend it to a 2-pager as well. The sky's the limit. I hope you have fun documenting your holiday stories this year. Thanks so much for joining us today. Be sure to subscribe to Scrapbook.com here on YouTube for more creative inspiration.